One day guys, Mad Matt in this video. Today I'm going to give you my top 3 tips on how to die less within Black Ops 3 and live longer. If you are excited, make sure to smash the thumbs up button. So my first tip I do have for you guys, and I do say this all the time, is to stick to the outskirts of the map when you are playing. And I always say this because I always do this when I'm playing, and you can always check my gameplays. I'm constantly doing this. I might change it up a little bit, but most of the time I'm always sticking to the outskirts of the map. And the reason I try to avoid the center of the map, that's because where all the action occurs, and the enemies can come from a lot of different directions around you when you're in the center of the map. And when you're on the outskirts, there's only pretty much 2 ways they can come from, which is front and back. But when you're on the center, like I just said, there are multiple directions they can hit you from. So, like I always say, if you stick to the outskirts of the map, there are less ways or less chances of you dying. And I promise you guys, I guarantee this, that you will die less if you stick to the outskirts of the map. It's just one thing that you just do when you're playing Call of Duty. A lot of people that go to the center are playing more objective, and you will see, if you ever play a domination game and you check your teammates' scores, people that are playing objectively, they always have higher deaths because they are trying to capture the flags, which is normally the B flag in the center of the map. But if you're capturing an A flag or a C flag, which is on the outskirts of the map, you will die less, and that I can guarantee. It always happens. And I always live by this. So if you can stick to the outskirts of the map, I really think you should, and you will, I promise you, get less deaths. Now, moving on. The second thing is, I've said this again before, have a headset. If you can have a headset, guys, it will put you on a big advantage, and you will, I promise you, start to die less. Now, the reason for this is because you can actually hear the enemies when they are around you. Now, without a headset, it is very hard to hear enemies around you unless you have a really good speaker system, but still, it is not the same as having a headset, which is right on your ears, and it goes directly into your ears, ear canal, and you can just hear everything much more clear. And so, I really advise, if you can get a headset, even like a $30 headset, guys, will still make you die less, help you out a lot. So, I really advise you doing that. And my third tip, which goes along with the second one very well, is having the 2 best perks on in perk 3 slot. Now, that is Dead Silence and Awareness. Now, I said this in my live video, I think a week back or 2 weeks back. These 2 perks, the best perks in my opinion for the perk 3 slot. Now, the reason for this is because when you do have Dead Silence on, it does make your footsteps obsolete, which means you can't hear your footsteps at all. So when you're running, you don't hear anything. Now, with Awareness, it actually boosts the enemy's footsteps and makes them higher. So you can only hear your enemy's footsteps if you run these 2 perks, which is amazing. So when you're running around corners and you can hear someone coming, then you know it's not yourself. You can actually hear the enemies around the corner, so you can just get ready to pre-fire, which it gives you a lot of advantage. And you can see in a lot of my gameplays that I'm always aiming before they actually come, and that's because I know where they are coming from. So again, guys, the last 2 steps, they pretty much go together. If you can pick up a headset, I really think you should. And now that's Christmas time, if you can ask for a headset from maybe your parents or someone, I really recommend doing that as well. And again, that the third option of putting those 2 perks on, again, will help you out a lot as well. So those 3 tips, guys, I really recommend doing them. Let me know if you have done them, or if you haven't done them. Let me know what you think of them in the comments down below. If you want me to do a more in-depth video on a headset, just talking about headsets in general, let me know in the comments down below, because I can show you some settings on the headsets to be able to hear the enemies a bit more clearer. So if you have enjoyed, guys, make sure to smack the thumbs up button. Thank you for watching. There's 2 videos on screen if you haven't seen them yet. Do my latest gun game video and also my latest map guide video as well. Hope you guys have enjoyed. It has been Mad Matt, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.